Hi, this is a photo of Patricia Ann Adkins. A lot of people just called her Patty. She's been missing since June 29th, 2001. She's from Marysville, Ohio. Caucasian. She was born May 4th, 1972. She was 29 years old. 5'8", 120 pounds. The last time she was seen, she had on steel-toed sneakers, an all-white Honda work uniform consisting of pants, a long-sleeved shirt with two red outlined patches on the upper chest. One of the patches says Patty, the other one says Honda of America. Photos of a similar uniform are posted below this case summary, carrying a small teal colored duffel bag, a maroon coin pouch, and a keychain with her Honda identification card. She had blonde hair, or has blonde hair, hazel eyes. Adkins' navel and ears are pierced. Her nickname is Patty. She has a tattoo of a flower design on her lower middle back. The design is of three orchids colored blue, green, purple, and peach, with leaves arranged horizontally across her back. Adkins has had corrective laser surgery to her eyes. I'm going to put the Charlie Project listed below, and you can go to their website, and they list all her pictures on here, and the shirt she was wearing, and so you can see that, okay, and it'll give you all the sources of information from City of Marysville, NBC4 in Columbus, Ohio, America's Most Wanted, and all the different sources that searched for her, okay? This is the details of Patty's the details of her disappearance. She was last seen leaving her place of work at the Honda of America automotive plant in Marysville, Ohio. She clocked out a few seconds after midnight on June 29, 2001, at the end of the second shift. She worked for the plant for nearly 10 years and had become supervisor on the assembly line. She was anticipating a promotion when she disappeared. The plant closed down that night for a week because of the 4th of July. She had never been heard from again. Adkins had been having an affair with a married co-worker at the time of her disappearance. They dated periodically for years. His name has not been released to the public. She told her loved ones and acquaintances about the relationship and said the man planned to leave his wife to be with her. She had gave him approximately $90,000 over several years, depleting her savings accounts and borrowing against her 401 retirement fund. The money was supposed to be so the boyfriend could buy out his share of his and his wife's jointly owned business when he divorced her to be with Patty. Shortly before she went missing, Adkins told her boyfriend she would need to start repaying the 401 loans soon. So she wanted to get some of her money back from her boyfriend. Just before her disappearance, Adkins told her family and friends that she was going to go on a vacation to Canada with her boyfriend. She put her pets in a kennel and asked her sister to look after her 7-year-old daughter while she was gone. She said her boyfriend had told her that they were going to go to a cabin in a remote area without phone service, so she wouldn't be able to call her family. She also told her He also told her not to pack anything because they would buy whatever she needed once they arrived there. Atkins asked a female friend to drive her to work the night she disappeared so she could leave with her boyfriend to start their vacation. She told her friend that her boyfriend had to give a male co-worker a ride home and had told her to hide in the bed of his pickup truck until he dropped the other man off. In spite of her boyfriend's instructions not to take anything, Atkins had packed a small teal-colored duffel bag. She told her friend it contained something she'd bought at Victoria's Secret and that the item was blue. The bag and its contents have never been found. Atkins was scheduled to see her hairdresser after her vacation was over. She never kept that appointment. She was reported missing by her sister on July 8th after she failed to come home and pick up her daughter. She left her car behind in her garage and all her belongings undisturbed inside her house. When her boyfriend was questioned, he said he and Atkins had no plans to go on vacation together. He had never had an affair with her, and he only knew her slightly. He and his friends said they left the plant together on June 29th, drove 30 miles in the direction of their hometown of Canton, Ohio. Stopped at a Burger King restaurant, waited 45 minutes in the drive-thru line, got their food, and went home. The boyfriend's wife backed up their story, saying her husband arrived home at 2:30 a.m., the usual time, and that she didn't know anything about an affair. The Burger King manager, however, said they were never busy in the early hours of the morning, and no one would have had to wait 45 minutes in a drive-thru to get their food. Atkins' boyfriend gave the police permission to search his home, and they found a new truck bed cover in his garage. The boyfriend had bought it on June 26th, and he said he used it to cover some fishing gear in his truck bed. He put it in the truck on the morning of June 29th and removed it on July 8th. He normally didn't drive the truck much, but he drove it to work the night Atkins disappeared. Police took the cover for analysis and found cat hairs on it and a small spot of blood. Atkins' veterinarian determined the hair came from her cats, but authorities haven't been able to test the blood for DNA because the spot is too small. Police also found some items at the boyfriend's residence that Atkins told people she had given him, which contradicted his story that they barely knew each other. The boyfriend took a polygraph test about the case and failed it. Shortly after Atkins disappeared, he quit his job at the Honda plant and never returned to work there. Atkins was declared legally dead in 2006. There's been no activity on her financial accounts since she went missing. Her loved ones stated she was happy with her life and her job and maintained a good working relationship with her ex-husband. Both authorities and her family believe she was the victim of a homicide. Her case remains unsolved. So, if anyone has any idea, any clues, any ideas, have ever heard anything, please get in touch with the Marysville Police Department. The phone number is 937-642-3900, or the Union County Sheriff's Department, 937-644-5010, and below there's a lot of information if you need more about this case. Her name is Patricia, and they call her Patty Atkins. Okay, thank you. Thank you for listening. I appreciate it. Take care. Bye-bye.